What do you give to the God who gets everything, finding and transporting, not held in hoard? He who could get if he wants almost anything, what kind of gift could he possibly want? Gods often seek love and praise from their followers, days of devotion, obedient acts. Also, there's sacrifice, something that's set apart, not for the thing, but the energy spent. Hermes is energy, near electricity, singing and speech in a protean form. What mortal power could he lack in his vast array? What could I add to his infinite arts? Clues to the key first occur in the questioning. Who am I? What do I have to provide? Though gods can gain anything that this world contains, spirits extend from their realm to this side. Who you are, what you make, what you may influence, flows from your soul and is marked by its stamp. Nothing existing can mimic or duplicate your certain purpose, your place in fate's map. That is the value that gods take from sacrifice, Hermes as much as all gods throughout time. Parts of our person, our valued uniqueness, shares of the limited span of our lives. Now, as I write this and edit revisions, now while recording and sharing this poem, I'm giving time and my mind space to Hermes, marking his fame so it might carry on. Once we thought death was the ultimate sacrifice, spending the balance of lives with a stroke. So much more values in service and artifice, spreading devotion through passion and work. In time, when I die and my goods are all gone, I'll have no more stuff and my pen will be still. But those who read on will keep making my offerings, adding themselves and their time and their will. Quicksilver's quick because it quakes. The word here means alive, not because it's fast or flies like Mercury, its namesake. Mercurial is used to say erratic, prone to change, but noble metal's nature means it holds its virtue steady. The speed it notes is speed of mind, the lightning shift of thoughts, like how the clever power of wit grants wisdom to our kind. Although we've learned its toxic touch can drive a brain to madness, in alchemy its essence makes it reason's living bridge. It spans the gap from lead to gold, it bridges male and female, so, like its god, it travels and it carries us along. Its life this metal fosters, transfixing soul to soil, just as a prime material, it joins salt to sulfur. Hermes is, of other names, the god of the Gymnasium, and while some naughty wags might grin, thinking just of naked men, there's more to say about this Time, this place of his authority. For first, you know of Hermes' traits is speed to travel and to race, and in the gym that strength is gained, assuming you don't skip leg day, to sprint and dash, to leap and play, to raise your stamina and pace. But wait, there's more, if you will listen. Gyms build repetitions discipline, will to stick with what you've started and give your all to be rewarded. A trade, remember, god of wealth, give your sweat to gain in health. And as we found through careful study, health in mind is health of body. Hearts pump blood to feed our brains, lungs bring vital oxygen, and exercise with frequency improves our sleep and memory. Plus, chemicals that keep us sane are made both during workout's pain and afterward, as we rebound, as effort tells our minds, well done, and they in turn work all the faster, fed and sped by bodies mastered. I'm not saying those unfit are weak of will or lacking wit, but Hermes bids us push our bounds, and be the best our fates allow, to grow and gain what strength we may, to seize what treasure comes our way. Such uncomplacent aspirations oft are found within gymnastics, and races or combative sports with workouts are more easily won. Thus, Hermes, as a guide to victory, naturally is god of athletes. Though I at present can't attend a formal paid gymnasium, I honor him by staying spry with stretches, walks, and exercise. I might be slowed by injury, but never idle atrophy. My body's not a separate thing, it's all a part of Gaia's gift, and Hermes bids me keep it limber to well enjoy life's many features, sport and travel, dance and love. I'd hate to be too weak to walk. And more than all these corporate pleasures, my body's health keeps thought in measure. For though I'd rather pause to think, too long be seated makes brains sick. A break to take a walk or workout stirs the blood and breaks the blockage. So Hermes, god of gymnasiums, is not just for the naked jocks. He bids us all to mind our health, to raise a whole and hallowed self, to know ourselves as carnate souls, and not deny our body's role. Choicest words may not be longest, or shout loudest, or flow fastest. Situations change the diction that produces best persuasion. Simply training one oration isn't sure to earn us profit. Speaking with success requires many voices, verbal options. Think about your listener's preference. What's the voice that they might trust best? Then present your points adjusted so they might more easily listen. Some would call this skill dishonest or a mockery of its target. I would call it doing honor to the ones you want to hear it. I'm not speaking of misleading, bending thoughts by double dealing, nor do I intend deceiving by pretending fellow feeling. Arguments need not be altered, where you stand need never waver. What is changed is just the cover, framing in a way that's favored. Diplomats must have this talent if they've any hope to manage finding ground between opponents, bridging gaps of thought and habit. So do those who seek a balance, peace in life without discredit. Not all foes can be deflated, though they might be less offended. For in cases when it's possible to resolve distrustful battle, knowing how to gauge your gabble gains an edge that parries trouble. Any word that's chosen poorer could leave bitter flavor after, breaking down the bonds of brothers, much less those between two rivals. Hermes, grant us wiser verbiage, knowing what will suit our purpose, practiced first to hone our talents, skill with word and tone and focus, so that when we seek to make peace or explain our honest difference, those who hear will truly listen, understanding as intended. All the rest relies on choices, others love and trust and judgment. If we fail, if none will hear us, or a fight was predetermined, let us not think we missed chances, knowing we made our best cases, and let not our tongues impede us by poor choice of words in crisis. Hermes of diplomacy, who wields the twining rod of peace, who turns aside the god's own rage with reason wrapped in pleasing ways. Share with us your greatest lesson, how to make our words well chosen, not as tricksters laced with fiction, but as teachers building wisdom.